Material Editor tool is a new feature in Enscape 3.1 in our Revit project, and it will unlock many potential for our material creation in Revit and rendering them with the Enscape plugin. This is Javadhamidi, co-founder of TATBIM-English channel. We upload weekly tutorials about Revit, Enscape, and other kind of BIM software. So don't forget to subscribe us if you are new and ask your questions in the comments section and share it with your friends and colleagues. It will help us a lot to create more videos like this. We've checked the new features of Enscape 3.1 in our past videos. You can watch it from here. And we talked about the new tool, which is Material Editor and Material Asset Library in our Enscape plugin for Revit version. And it is great and it will unlock lots of potential for us. Let's go to the screen share and let me show you the new potential of this tool for our Revit project. Let's go. Okay, we have this sample project and we're going to work in this sample project. I've unloaded the textures to be able to create some new materials and see some adjustments and parameters, for example, for this grass here, for this carpet here, and for this flooring, and for some displacement materials. And also we will explore 4 kind of materials that we'll create, and we will create them together: grass, carpet, displacement materials, and flooring materials. But before that, let's overview the new features. We have discussed about new features of Enscape 2.1 in our latest video. So if you don't know about the new features, you can go and check that. But for in-depth tutorial about this new great feature, Enscape Material Editor, we have this video. We have Enscape Material Library, which is some ready-to-use material, and you can import them to here and work with them. And we have also talked about this feature in our Enscape 3.1 overview video, so you can go and check them. When you open the material editor, you will see a list of materials with a symbol beside of them and with their names. These symbols are a class of materials. For example, when you choose a material, you will see some classes you have carpet, clear cut, foliage, grass, self-illuminated, and fog. In Revit material editor, you need to specify these differences for Enscape with some keywords or with some material parameters. But in here, you just need to change the class of this material or type of this material. If you would hover over on that, you will see the description about all of them. I'm not going to explain all of them here, and they are really simple to understand. You can read the text here, but the symbol is originated from here. For example, it is a self-illuminated material, so the symbol is exactly like this. So you can check for example, self-illuminated materials so quickly here. But how I can create a new material? Actually, these are Revit materials, so you can create a new material here. First of all, you need to go to the material part of and material manager of Revit. You need to create a new material here. You need to name it, for example, TAT test. And then you need to assign your informations here, because you can't assign informations in Enscape Material Editor. Then you need to assign your graphics for shaded mode, and for your patterns. You can do these things in Enscape Material Editor either. So Enscape Material Editor is just for a pre-install. And also one tip here: if you want to render this, if you want to render your scene with Enscape, do the appearance works in Enscape material editor, but otherwise don't do that because you will lose your effort if you do the rendering with another plugin. But if you do that in the appearance tab, you will not lose anything. Okay, this is about this one, and also I said it is just for appearance. Okay, let's go to the Enscape tab, and then let me open these things again. Now let me search test. It didn't create any material. Let me create a new material really fast. Let me rename this file to TAT or TAT. Click on OK, and now let's go to the let Enscape to update itself. It is on live update. Okay, let's go to the Enscape tab and then open this one. And now let me search for TAT, and now you can see we have the material with type of it, and we can modify it with full control, and you can create some great materials with some suggestion for Enscape team. First of all, you can see any control for controlling the size of this window here, but one thing is great because you can work in material editor of Revit and material editor of Enscape at the same time, and it is great because it doesn't unlock any background work, so it is really great, and I appreciate this. And also it is in live connection with Enscape Scene, so when you change something here you will see the things here, so it is a good thing again. But it is a really bad things here that I really don't know why it is like that. You can't see any preview in here. For example, you need to assign the material to something and then see it in Enscape. You can't see any preview here. It is really bad, I think, and it is make us slower in work. Okay, let's go to the Enscape material editor and let's create some materials. First of all, we have this carpet here. Let's create a carpet material. When you need to go to the edit type here, let me copy the name of this material here. Let's go to the Enscape material editor and search it here, and you can see the this material here. I've unloaded the textures. When you see this symbol, you can understand your texture is missing or it is invalid and it is not at the same place anymore. First of all, you need to specify the type of the material. For carpet, obviously we are going to create we need carpet. As soon as you change this type, you can see these two parameters will pop up, and then it is great. You can control the height of carpet and height variation. In previous versions, you wouldn't be able to control the height. You just had some, for example, long grass, short grass, long carpet, short carpet. But it is you can control it very better in this version. So it is great in this area too. Let me assign some textures here. I have some carpet textures. Let me assign it. Let's go here and let's see the live material here too. Okay, it is great, but let me change the time to night to see the lights here. It is great, but it is too small. Let's go to the texture setting, and then if you want to apply some transformation, you need to check this parameter here, and let me put it on 5 to 5, and you can see the immediate change in Enscape. So it is really great and it is sometimes seamless, but for bigger parts it will take a little bit time, but it is seamless in many times and it is great. And also you can, let me bring it here, and also you can rotate your textures, but I'm not going to do that. But let me put it on 8 to to 8 meter, and you can see the texture. Okay, let's go back, and in here, let's go and see the height of this carpet. We have this carpet here, we can make it a little bit shorter from here. Also, we can exaggerate the height of this. This kind of a bush now, but you can get the point, and it is helpful. Sometimes you can specify the exact height of this carpet. And also we have a variation. Let me show you from here. We have a high height variation here. You can see the variation of heights here. But if you would put it on low, you can see a flat kind of carpet. Also, you can change the texture. You can apply a tint color. You can specify the image field. These are some repetitive parameters between these two material libraries. The next thing here that is great, it's not, let me explain it in some other material. It is not really relevant for this material. You can use some reflections too. Okay, this was for carpet material. It is easy as that. You just need to apply the texture, and then you have the material. The next material I'm going to create for you is flooring material. Let's choose this floor here. Go to the edit type, then edit, and from here choose this name. Click on OK, go to the Enscape tab, to the material editor, and search it here, and then you can edit it and work with it. Okay, it is a generic one because we are going to create a wood material, so it is a generic one. Let me assign a new texture here to this one. This is a albedo map or diffuse map here. Okay, this is great. Let me assign you can see the results in live here. Let me assign the real size here. The real size is 6 by 6. Also, you can make it bigger or smaller. It depends on you. Okay, it is great. Let's get back from here. We don't want any tint color, but we want to assign some bump maps. If you have normal map, you need to change it to normal map. If you have displacement map, you need to put it on displacement map. So if you don't need to make your bump number bigger than 500 anymore, and you can just assign a displacement map right away, and you don't need any trick to create those kind of materials here. Okay, I'm going to use a bump map here. Let me assign a bump map here. From here we have a bump map here, and then let me assign the exact number here. But if you wouldn't change this one, it will be linked to other maps. Okay, it is great here. And also you can assign a number here. For example, you can see here, if I would put the number on a higher number, you can see a big difference here. It is not appropriate things here, but I just wanted to show you the results here. It is much again. Let me put it on 0.4 maybe, or 5. It is better. Okay, this was for the bump map. We also have a reflection map here. You can assign it really easily. Let me assign a reflection map here. And now you can see a big difference here after assigning your reflection map. You can change the specular reflections here, and you can see the live updates here. Okay, also you have transparency, but we don't have any transparency in this material. So let's move on to the next material. The last material I'm going to create for you is a grass material, or we can say adjust the parameters for grass material. We have this grass material here. I know the name, so I'm not going to select this one. Let's go to the Enscape material editor and type grass here. And in here you don't need to put the grass board in your material anymore. You just need to change the type of it to grass. So you can, for example, create a material for with car name, car on its name, but it will perform as a grass if you would put the type on grass. And after that, after you put the type on grass, you will get the exact parameters here for the height and for the height variation. Let me put both of them in the highest number, and let's see the results. You can see we have some really high grass here, and we can adjust it very carefully. You can use colors here. For example, if you want to create some really clean grasses, for example, some artificial grasses or something like that, you can adjust it with color. Because it's a big area, it will take some time to update. But if you want my advice, the color is not really great for this one. For example, you can work with some colors like this, or maybe you can put it on advanced and make it like this. It can be great in some scenes, but you can see it doesn't feel like a real glass. My suggestion is to use some textures on it to set some theme for your glasses. For example, I have some textures here that I'm going to assign them here. Let's go to the textures here and let me assign this free texture. You can download it from the internet easily, and also you can access it from my Patreon page, and then click on open. It is much near to the realistic work right now, and personally I love this kind of grasses in comparison with the color grass, and it is more realistic. And also let me assign another texture to it to show you one cool trick here. Let me put it on this one with some souls on it. It is a little bit small. Let me put it on a bigger number. Let me put it on something like 10 to 10, and then we can see the result. You can see you can create some dry or not green grasses too with this kind of textures. This is kind of cool, and in some scenes it can give a great